We're recording.
Well, welcome back to Fractured Moon. Once again, I am your DM, and I will be running these players through their paces. However, these paces are going to be a much slower compared to last time. If you'll all remember, our intrepid characters are heading eastwards in the hopes that they're going to find a sheet of music that is specific to one ritual that they're attempting to cast. They've discovered that it was most likely to be held in the capital, Rio, and while they were on their way there, they decided to help out one of the armies close by as they were attempting to close a portal to one of the nine hells. As they went to go do that, they came in contact with some driders during an unfortunate and wholly no one's fault trial
Where
in
nothing
town.
bad happened and nobody got kicked out of a courtroom.
Yes. And a floating skull did not almost have to take over court proceedings,
I
but
almost would have preferred Al to take over the court proceedings. Not going to lie. I'm sorry, Adria. I love you.
but then as they headed to close the portal, during the middle of the battle, they discovered that not only was there a failed lich there, but
I mean,
also
he wasn't a
Zilver's
failed lich
mother.
at that point. He wasn't like this when we found him.
Well, tomato, tomato, but they also found Zilver's mother. Her
Bitch.
mother quickly jumped back through the portal while the Bone Claw stayed there and attempted to destroy the party, which it came very close to doing multiple times before it was finally pushed back through the portal. However, in one of its final acts of petty vengeance, it sent out a huge wave of necrotic energy, infecting Adria, and later causing them to have to chop her leg off in
Well,
order to
no, hold
save
on,
her.
hold on. Not them. Zilvra.
Zilvra.
Who,
Zilvra specifically chopped Adria's leg off in order to save her. Adria is now down to one leg, and oh, during that battle, Lilia was awarded with the Emperor's Mercy a very powerful 9 live stealer sword. Now, they were given use of a mechanical horse and a large cart in order to make it to the capital, Rio, as quickly as possible, cutting their month-long travel to only 2 weeks. So now you are all outside of this immense city. You can tell that the walls that surround it were here the prior to the cataclysm and the comet striking. You can tell most of the city was heavily damaged from this, and a lot of it's been rebuilt, but there are large swaths that still look to be heavily damaged, as if no one has attempted to rebuild them. We're talking about a city that's equivalent in size, probably to Ba Sing Se. You
oh,
are looking at a place that is
also,
practically a country in size.
let's not also forget Zilvra, for chopping Adria's leg off, received a new tail.
Actually, yes, that is one thing I forgot to mention last time. That Zilvra has 3 tails, each one gained
Four.
from a.
Now she has
Zilvra
four.
had 3 tails, and each one was gained from a very important milestone in her life now that she has been Kitsune. Defeating the Bone Claw was not the fourth one, it was chopping off Adria's leg. It
Yep.
was,
I have
yeah,
actually have them all numbered now. One for being a kitsune, two for standing up to her mom when she was in the future, three for defeating the dragon, and then number four is for cutting Adria's leg off.
yep. And so that is where
Such is
we
life as a
arrive
kitsune.
at the edge of the large wall outside of the capital city, Rio. Now, as you can see, Rio, there are walls poking out radially. It looks the city is large enough you can actually see this, and it looks as if your estimations are correct, there are 8 segments going down. So 8 radial spokes, one in each cardinal direction and one in each of the secondary directions. However, there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 concentric rings as well, dividing this place into, hold on, 56 different city segments.
Damn.
As I said, this is a city the size of Ba Sing Se from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, as you see, a lot of these places, especially in the lower sets of rings, still appear to be deserted, or at least no one's attempted to rebuild them. So you have all just arrived on the outskirts. You have not even gone through the gate. You can see that there's a line to get there. It's probably going to take you about an hour to go to get through the line. During the time, actually, one thing, Adria spoke with me during this, is she was trying to get used to using her crutch to move. You did notice that there may be a different way of moving or a different way to set your crutch or crutches in order to move faster than your current speed of 10 feet per round. So, what do you wish to do during this hour wait? Sheba still has not gotten up from the bed, even though the wound in his chest has closed, and Sasumi has basically Sasumi has also been nearly bedridden from the amount of blood that
Also,
she's been giving him.
I want to make it also clear. Silver, if they asked, Silver would offer her blood too for them to kind of help, because she knows that Sasumi probably doesn't. Well, there's only so much blood you can give, so
Yes.
Silver would offer her blood
Okay.
too.
So since you're offering this, you're not taking any. Actually, because of the way that this works, for the 2 weeks, I'm just gonna have you make one Constitution save for each week.
All right. So how many weeks do you want me to roll for?
That just 2, because it was
two.
2 weeks of travel.
So Constitution saving throw. All right. What do I need to beat? Is the next question.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a DC 12.
All right. So I passed both those. I got a 14 and a 16.
Okay, so you suffer no ill effects.
Cat, your audio.
Whatever you were doing before, keep doing it. Whatever you were doing during that time, don't do it again. Get out of the wind tunnel. Don't go towards that light.
We need you.
So, yes, you suffer no ill effects from giving blood other than some slight wooziness from having given blood, but no supernatural effects that you would get from a vampire.
Okay, good. I mean, I've been giving him blood for a while, anyways, right? For the trip back to meet Sasumi, too.
Actually, okay, you were doing that as well.
Yeah, because you're
gonna make me a third one then.
Because I thought when we were doing that, you didn't make me do it, but yeah. All right, I rolled an 11, so I beat it because I have a plus 15.
You have a plus 15?
Or plus 5. Wow, my brain.
Constitution save?
Plus 5 con save.
Oh, Sorcerer gives you con save.
Con save bonus from Sorcerer.
Okay, so yes, you pass all of those. You suffer no ill effects. You feel each time that you give blood that there's almost like a drug coursing through your veins during and just a little after that makes you want to give your blood more. However, it quickly fades away. Sasumi she's not as wiped out as she would have been if she was the only one giving him blood, but he has still been bedridden from the massive injury he took. Saving Zilvra. So during this hour, what do you wish to do anything during this hour before you get to the gates themselves?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think. I think honestly, Zilver will just be cuddled up with Adria as best as she can.
So you guys get to the gates and you see that there's a score of soldiers there This time they're all human, who are sorting through the papers of everyone entering and leaving the city. One thing that you all notice is that the symbol that you've been chasing, that you know that is very that you've been chasing ever since the wizard Bart, is here very prominently. Like it's displayed on the flags around on each of the soldiers. So that's the first thing that you notice here. The second you notice is that while Carrick City has a lot of guards, their equipment, while is only slightly standardized. And in the City of Mirrors, each of the different clans has fairly standardized armor, some more than others. You notice here that for about 15 of the guards, the armor it seems to be fairly unstandardized. However, for 5 of them, they all seem to be wearing the same exact suit of armor. And you're not exact. As you get closer, one of the ones in the standard suit of armor walks up, followed by 3 of the oddly dressed crew. And Susumi is going to be the one who's translating. As he speaks to you, she turns and says, "He wants to know what our business here is."
Okay. Well, we have that. Oh,
Vex,
I forgot.
you're muted.
I remembered afterwards that I muted myself because I was messing with myself. Zilver will say, well, we have that medallion by the one, right?
Yes, you still have the medallion that the general gave you.
All right. So yeah, then if we have that, then Zilver would show it to him.
He takes a look at it, and she says, "He still wants to know what your business here is."
We were told actually that that would get us access to the library thing, right? Or right? I'm confirming this with you, George.
Yes, you were told that it would get you access.
Okay. Then yeah, then Zilver would say we're here for to look at to come to visit the library.
He nods. After a few moments, goes back into the guardhouse. About 2 minutes, the other 3 guardsmen are still standing there watching you. They're all armed with fairly long pikes that they don't end in metal tips, just sharpened wood.
Okay. Is this so? Question of out of character thing. Bamboo or
This you don't see any bamboo being used here, but it's not out of the realm of possibility given the climate.
okay. Well, I was more like wondering if the weapons they had were made from bamboo.
These ones, no, they seem to be made of a hardwood, but you do see that. But it's not out of the realm of possibility that there would be some that are made out of bamboo. You just don't see any here.
Okay. Then yeah, so we'll just
So you wait, and he finally comes back with a woman in tow. This woman seems to be fairly well dressed, but it's the material seems fine, but it still seems very drab and utilitarian.
yeah.
As he speaks up, Susumi turns. This woman is to be our guide. She's going to lead us to where we're going to be staying, and then, well, she'll tell us from. And she listens in. Sorry, it's a different dialect they have. It sounds like she'll put our request forward.
Okay. Zilver will nod and say, "Of course."
So the woman hops up. Where is Lilia riding? Since the last time she was riding in front, the woman is going to motion if she can get up into the front to direct the driver.
Okay. So Lilia, you're up there. Cat. I think Cat's currently having issues with her computer. So. Oh, yeah, your audio's messed up. Try changing some settings on your on the call itself. And to anybody, I apologize. I'm also while we're having audio issues, that's not much of a big deal.
Hello.
Hey, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you now.
I'm also changing up the overlay while we do the recording for this. So sorry to anyone watching me do my messing with my stuff, but
Okay,
I'm making it look
so
nicer.
Lilia, you
Yes.
are, yeah, you're in. Did you hear everything that was going on?
I'm up front still.
Yeah, but there's only enough room for two people.
Okay.
And your guide is basically motioning that she's looking to sit in the front so that she can direct the vehicle.
Okay. Well, I will go back a little begrudgingly, but she'll go back.
Okay. So while you're in the vehicle, while you're all sitting in the carriage, you are led up through the city, and you end up going through one, two, three, or where did I say they're going? Okay. So you go through about about nine gatehouses before you get up to where you are in the Cloud Ring, which is the third highest ring, second highest under the palace. And you are led to a small house with it has a garden on one side, a small pagoda in the front, and some water features in the back. This house has 5 rooms. 3 of them are sleeping rooms, one's a main room, and one's a washing room. So it's not overly large, but it does have some nice amenities. As you're riding up, your guide tells you a little about the city, that most of it is that there are still segments that are mostly deserted and haven't been filled, but a majority of the people in the surrounding area actually live within the city itself, and for miles and miles around the city is nothing but farmland just to feed the city itself. And you guys are currently going to be staying in the Cloud Ring.
Ooh,
Now,
got our heads
uh,
in the clouds.
yep. However, she does tell you that it will take 2 weeks before you can get an audience in the Palace Ring, which is where the university itself is. However, there is going to be a party in 2 days, which the status that you have, having that general symbol, actually invites you to this party, and perhaps you may be able to talk with people to get some assistance while you're waiting for your
So
audience.
what you're saying is we're VIP here.
Uh, no, you're invited to the party, but this is a VIP party, but you're still not on the VIP list.
I mean,
You're
hey,
on general admission to this party.
general admission's better than any admission we had before. The admission we had would have had before. So
So,
okay,
most people, and I do want to say that Zilvra, even though you were speaking, you really were only poking your head out of the carriage as you were inside with Adria
yep.
and speaking. Well, actually, you would have been speaking through Sasumi, so she would have been leaning out. And no one was really paying attention to Lilia, so they didn't notice her sword.
They didn't notice Lilia's sword. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't notice Lilia's sword, the Emperor's Mercy. It's actually a fairly famous sword, but with everything going on and the fact that she was seated mostly, no one noticed it too much. No one really noticed it. So you guys do have 2 days before you are to go before you're collected to go to the palace for the party.
Okay.
So she tells you that these days are yours to these 2 days you can do as you please, wander around the town, get anything you need, and if you need her, she gives you directions to the or if you need further assistance, she gives you to the government directions to the government building in your section.
Okay.
You guys are currently in the southwestern section of the Cloud Ring.
All
Is
right.
anybody else having Avatar flashbacks?
That 100%. George has
Yeah.
said multiple times that this is like based off the Ba Sing
Yeah,
Se from
The
Avatar.
the city itself is the size of Ba Sing Se.
I love that city.
Yeah,
It's a really cool city. So
yeah. However, you don't get the feeling that you're being babysat by them, as more just it's a huge city, and you're foreigners who suddenly have this this very high clearance.
yeah, no, that makes sense. I understand 100% for them questioning this shit because I mean we're shady as fuck,
Yeah,
Especially
so
me.
far,
especially me.
so far the only people that they have actually seen, because you are still going up to there, are Lilia, Lilia and Sasumi are the only ones that they have seen so far because Al has kind of just been sitting there.
Thank God, Al's been sitting in the back.
No, he's been sitting up front,
up front.
but he's literally just a skull sitting on the seat, so she thinks that it's just decoration at this point.
Literally,
odd.
Al's like our hood ornament.
Yeah, he's basically a hood ornament.
How does this city feel about kitsunes?
They haven't
Oh.
seen us, but probably not good, judging from
Not good,
everything that's
because
happened.
it's the same culture as the roadhouses you went to, where they all viewed her with great suspicion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right, that's
So,
as I want it to be.
As you get there, she leaves and walks away. She doesn't give you much of a perfunctory other than here are the keys to the place,
Okay,
and asks how long you feel you're going to be in the city.
Silver will have have Sasumi reply back. Till we get till we have our get the stuff we need from the library.
Do you roughly know how long that's going to be? She did say something about how the accommodations themselves aren't free, but there is a fee for it.
Okay, how much is the fee?
So the fee is just going to be modest living.
Which is how much? Just for me, who doesn't have to go looking through. Actually, here, if you don't know, then I can look it up. Actually, I literally can pull it up on my character sheet. Never mind. You don't have to worry about it. I got it. Equipment, manage equipment. Think it is under. Oh no,
Between adventures.
There we go. I found it.
Lifestyle.
Yep, I found it too just now. Modest. Did you say modest or comfortable?
This would be modest because there really aren't any amenities that this is giving to
All right.
you.
So a GP
So
then.
Yeah, it's just so for all of you it's going to be, I'm gonna say like it's gonna be 2 GP just to rent this place.
For total or
Okay.
for each person?
Total per week.
Okay. Oh, that's no big deal then.
Yeah.
That
But
sounds very
that's basically just taxes and basic rent on here. That
No,
doesn't
taxes,
include anything
sir.
such as food or any
Yeah.
other things you guys decide to do.
Yeah. Also, I'm curious. One sec. Let me see how much money. Because we're going to somewhere fancy.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to get clothes. Well, Zilvra needs to get clothes because
Yes. If Zilver wants, she can go and get some nice new clothes, or try to.
also Okay, first things first. Let me check my spells for a moment, because oh yeah, I did actually have a chance to do something with this. I forgot to change one thing for my character, which was I wanted her to have disguise self.
Okay. Al is going to spend some time polishing. Just polishing himself.
Polishing. I love it.
A nice chrome finish.
Chrome dome.
Oh, yeah. What a glorious day.
He'll arrive shiny and
Would
chrome.
I like? Is there like any music shops?
Music
'Cause
shops?
I don't think it'd be in there, but just like still want to try and check.
Oh, you checking for the
'Cause it's
music?
probably, you know, yeah, it's probably in the library, but
Yeah, no,
just
you
in
can.
case.
There are plenty of music shops. You can head down. There's some in the ring you're in different districts. There are some in, like, you can find music shops almost anywhere.
Okay.
All right. Actually, oh yeah. Also, for a note, because I got confirmation back from you a little later,
Yeah.
George. Most of also the other traveling was spent, aside from when she needed to feed for the
Yeah,
vampire.
yeah.
She was spent most of the time cuddled up to Adria as a tiny fox.
Okay.
Because you did say she can now turn into a fox. She just can't turn out of a fox.
Yeah. So there were times where you were sleeping where you were a tiny fox, and Adria was curled around you, and suddenly Adria was basically just tossed open as you
Turned
expanded
into a
back
big
into your
fox.
as you turned back into your kitsune self.
That's adorable,
Um,
and you can't tell me otherwise.
Will you ever accompany Adria to these music shops?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know about music
So-
than I did.
Adria, are you just still using the single crutch?
Uh, would I, if I could, I like try and make like wood bracers. Like,
Okay. So to do that, make me a survival check.
oh, good, that was
I hope you're good at those. You're kind of your main stat. You're also a druid, so I hope you are. Oh, by the way, I'm about to send you guys pictures of what the overlay currently looks like. Because I've been, like I said, messing with it.
21.
Okay. So 21, yes, you are able to make two fairly serviceable bracers, so you can now walk with basically 3 feet. But these bracers are meant mainly for holding yourselves. They are not meant in any way for combat. The ones that you have right now.
Okay.
Also, so Zilver will use. So she has now disguise self.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I'm curious on if I could do disguise self. You know what? I won't. I'll do alter self. I'm going back to alter self. I had dropped it. I thought I was done with alter self, and then it drags me back in with the need to use alter self. But yeah,
Okay.
Zilver
So-
will change herself into probably an elf, just to kind of fit with the rest of her party. Not a drow,
Okay.
not a drow, a normal, probably a normal elf. I'm trying to think, probably a high elf.
Okay. So, with your 2 bracers, Adria, you are able to move at 25 feet per round. So you're still down from 35 feet, but much higher than the 10 feet you were at.
Yay! Also, Zilver will blow a sorcery point to extend this
Definitely
spell.
Okay. So, the 2 going to the music shop. Uh, okay. So yeah, so you two are headed to the music shop now. You do find one close by. This one. It has mainly larger instruments such as drums, gongs, and various percussion instruments that require large areas and settings to work.
Okay.
I think Adria is currently frozen because she's really either she's
Hello?
frozen or she's really still. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Oh,
Okay,
it was
so yeah, Lilia and Adria. So the first shop you arrive at is mainly a percussion shop. There are gongs, xylophones, drums, and various other impact instruments there, mainly ones that require a large setup and occasional tuning.
Lilia's first thought is, this is where I get my aunt there if Laura's really pissed me off.
Hey, we get divorced by Yanthi, the biggest drum.
She gets a drum set.
You're gonna purchase a drum set?
Yeah.
Not yet. Only if
Okay.
no, only
Laura
if
doesn't tell her even wrong.
Okay. So is there
By
anything
the way, has that thing worn off yet?
roll me a percentile.
Just put my percentile dice away, too.
Why
because
would
I'm
you
like,
do
I'm
that?
not giving these.
why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you ever put any dice away
Yeah,
during this?
it's George. He's gonna just do something to screw us over.
And you're gonna need random dice for it.
Uh, 11.
God, it doesn't even show
11?
us. Wait,
Actually, yeah, it turns around. You had
Fuck!
you had a 20% chance so far to reset it, and 11 works, so you are back to normal.
yay!
God.
So,
There it
uh,
is.
so do you go into the shop? Oh yeah, you guys are in the shop looking around. I want you both to make me a perception check.
God damn it, didn't work.
22.
Dirty 20.
Adria? Dirty
Dirty
20?
20.
Okay. So yeah, both of you get high enough to hear in the back of the shop there seems to be there seem to be some raised voices. As you surreptitiously just get a little closer just to make sure nothing bad's happening, you hear what sounds like, oh, right. You know what? Sasumi has gone with you two. Shiba has gone with Zilvra. Because I just remembered. Y'all
They-
don't know the language.
Zilver roughly.
Lola probably cast comprehend languages on herself so she can't just understand what's being said.
Okay. So, Lilia, you hear that there are three people back there. One of them is saying something about how this needs to be delivered and set up to someone you don't understand. You don't know the name or the area, but you hear the Oak Ring, western on the eastern side, and the Oak Ring is the third ring of the city. The other two voices in there are trying to say that they're not going to do it, and you hear mention of you hear them say, "Yeah, we're not going over there. The sharp scales have been raiding everywhere there. I ain't going there. You know the guards don't travel down that low."
Sounds like a party.
And the first person again speaks up. Well, this is what we're being paid to do this, and this is what you're going to do. You work for me, so you're going down there and you're going to deliver this. Look, it's the middle of the day. You're not going to be in any trouble at all. The sharp scales aren't going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Uh,
I take it that this is the first time I've heard of the shrimp skills and stuff.
yes, you have never heard of the sharp scale. You've never heard of sharp scale creature before.
Yeah.
Stop moving around, cat. Find a comfy position, stay there forever.
You sound like my cats.
Exactly. This is
Okay.
why your comfort cat abandoned you.
Oh. I think it's because
No,
No.
he's not.
No, I
Yes,
think
I
the
would.
I
comfort.
want you to know. He just gave the dirtiest look exactly when you said that.
Aw.
He knows. He
Cat knows me.
No, he knows that you're being a dick.
He's a good boy.
Of course he is.
Anyways,
So yes, anyways, so you've never heard of the sharp scale before.
I will mention this to who came with us?
Sasumi.
Yeah, Sasumi came with you.
I'm a little sad that Sasumi didn't come with me. Granted, I now
Yeah.
look I now look reasonably of a race that will not get me arrested. So
So, and the whole thing of they were also thinking, better not to have two cripples in the same party.
that is very true.
So, yeah, Sheba is going with you. So, what do you want to do with it?
Yeah.
So, when you tell them the information, like Sasumi's been listening in, but she's just as confused about sharp scale as you are.
So, Lola looks at her and Sasumi is also confused with us, and like, so I take it you don't know who that is either.
That was to Adria?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nature girl, you should know this.
And I get that is.
I think she's frozen again. So, oh, she's back.
No. Can I make a
Check.
You can make a nature check.
yeah. I'm not sure. Oh. 23.
There are plenty of creatures with sharp scales, but you've never heard of one called
23.
the sharp.
Oh,
Yeah.
we heard you.
You've heard of plenty of creatures that have sharp scales, but you've never heard of anything referred to as the sharp scale.
We can hear you. I don't think we can hear you, but you can't hear us. Maybe, or maybe you're having issues. Let me just message. All right, I just sent her a message telling her to shut down video.
Okay.
Oh, she's back.
So, okay,
Excuse
so, yeah. So, while you've heard of plenty of creatures with sharp scales, you've never heard of a creature ever referred to as the sharp scales.
Uh,
Penny, can you just try shutting off your video to see if that improves it?
animals have sharp scales, but I've never heard.
Can you test?
Hello, Adria, are you
Hello?
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, now we can.
Okay. I would tell Kat that I have heard there's a lot of creatures with sharp scales, but I've never heard of one being called a sharp scale, so I'm not sure they were.
Hmm. Yeah, Sasumi just shrugs her shoulders. What do you guys do?
It's a good question.
Freak out. I mean, we've got 2 weeks to wait, so, well, we got 3 days to wait till one thing, and then 2 weeks to wait to get entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe question them. Maybe find out what's up. Find what's what. There we go. That's a little nicer of an angle.
Okay, yeah, I will tell Sasumi. Let's see if we can find out what these sharp scale things are.
So, do you have her call out into the back of the shop?
Just yell out hello.
Because remember, you guys are in the
Just-
shop itself.
Just yell out hello first.
So when she yells out hello, you hear the first voice go, get back to work. Those need to be delivered. If those are not delivered, then, well, I can't hire you anymore. And comes out front. You hear the two voices in the back muttering angrily at each other, to each other, most likely about the man who's now come out front. The man that you see before you is a dwarf. He stands about 4.5 feet tall and about 4.5 feet wide. Most of it, he's fairly thin for a dwarf, noting that his muscles aren't bulging, but they're all very thin and wiry. And his fingers look slightly longer than the average dwarves and just a little bit nimbler. He comes up front. Yes, what can I help you with?
Apparently nothing. Oh, wait.
Did you just call me out here because you just wanted to see someone here? Are you looking to buy something?
I'm sorry, Lola's not laughing. It's me, Cat.
Why are you laughing?
Because of the awkward silence.
That was really funny. The awkward silence of Adria and Kat, or Penny and Kat. It was just, I didn't expect us to get this far.
We couldn't help but overhear. What?
His eyes narrow a little bit.
Oh,
Why?
Why are you listening to other people's conversations? Not nice.
yeah.
It's not polite.
oh,
I
God.
wasn't trying to. You were talking.
Don't tell me before you did that.
It would. I was just wondering what a sharp scale was.
You're not from around here, are you?
No.
We're just passing through.
Well, then it's none of your. Well, then it's not any of your problem. But you should stay inside, especially. during the evenings, especially if you're going down to one of the lower 3 rings. The Sharp Scales are a gang that have been infesting the city recently, last 50 or so years.
They sound awful.
Well, more awful than most of the other gangs that have been around here. These ones are organized. Normally, a gang will only operate in 1 or 2 of the little wards here. But no, they have operations in at least 12.
Oh my god, but organized.
You know, sarcasm in this situation is not the best of things. The whole thing is that Sasumi is translating a lot of this back and forth. However, some of your quips, she's not, but he's at least understanding not what you're saying, but the intonations and the tones that you have. And she turns to you. I don't think you should. I'm not sure if you should be so. Well, you should probably try and keep it
blatantly sarcastic.
Not being
Yes. Are you trying to get us in trouble?
Yes, probably.
I am trouble.
Yeah, she is. No, we would never do that.
I feel like Sasumi has been with us long enough to know we are trouble. So
Yeah. Yeah, she's just looking at you. Look. He turns to you. Look, you don't want to have anything to do with the Sharp Scales. As I said, they're a nasty gang. You want to stay inside in the evening. Now, is there anything I can help you with here?
Do you have any child-sized instruments?
Of course. He leads you down a row. He shows you a wide variety of child-sized instruments, from little drums that are only about this big for halfling and dwarf and gnome children, to drums that are about this big for half-orc children. And those children who get really early growth spurts. So they're few different xylophones, mainly a lot of different types of drums. But there is this one very odd system of what looks like gong-like wind chimes. So wind chimes with the center of them being a flat gong.
Huh.
That's really cool.
So are any of these what you were looking for?
Will then describe the fact that she has let's go with a toddler.
Well, any of these would be good.
I think I'll get her a little drum.
Okay, so a drum from this shop, a child's drum, is going to cost you 15 15 royals.
Royals is
Gold.
okay. I can do that.
Oh. Yeah, I should start marking everything in yen.
Yen, yep.
Yeah, so that would be 15,000 yen.
Okay.
Yen.
We got our money converted, right?
Yes, we did.
So
I did. I got all my money converted into that money.
Was there anything else that we could do for you?
Thank you for the information.
Oh Lord, you sound so. Hold on, I just want to point out, you sound so goddamn shady. There, we're looking for some information.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, this is why I'm the party face here.
Yeah.
another drum. I'm sure. I'm, I'm
Uh,
going to do something real nice for once.
okay, so you have the drum. So, Lily, Adria, you sound like you wanted to ask him something.
Um, I was just wondering if you might have like a piece of music here, not just instruments.
We do have some music here. What are you looking for?
I uh, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you're looking for music for Rachel.
Yeah. What did you think I was doing?
God.
I think I would know it when I see it. I'm just not sure.
Do you even know how to read music?
I
Do you-
don't. That's why I'm glad you came.
Do you know how to read music, Cat?
Yes.
Are you
No,
sh-
Adria. Sorry, Lilia. Does Lilia know how to read music?
I'm pretty sure she would be.
Does Lilia know how to read?
Yes, she does. She just doesn't always act like it.
He shows you he shows you some music from what Sasumi reads off. This does not appear to be magical in any way. It appears to be pretty much standard music.
Okay.
Cat, here's a thing. Just I'm gonna say. Ask George what the notation is for it. If it's similar to what you know.
I, on the other hand, am not very proficient when it comes to reading music, so
I can actually look something up and see if
it doesn't as much matter.
I know more for me being curious on if Lilia buys music, would the notation be the same?
So, are you guys planning on doing anything else?
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
So, Zilvra, you and Sheba are off to find a tailor.
Yes, as well as actually probably this would have been something she should have probably asked earlier, but maybe someone who maybe could help Adria with her leg problem. Let's call it.
Okay, so the tailor would be the easiest, and you may be able to ask there.
Okay, let's go there then.
So, at the tailor, what kind of outfit are you looking for?
She wants something, like so. I don't. How do we know how nice that party we're going to is going to be?
It's at the palace.
Okay, so something pretty fancy then, or at least reasonably fancy that we can
Yeah,
not look like complete gutter trash.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, something of that sort. So fine clothes? Question mark.
Okay. Uh, that's gonna cost you about uh that'll be 100,000 yen.
100,000. Um,
Yeah, that'll basically 100 gold for some very fancy clothes.
1 second, cause. So 1 second. First things first. I'm gonna actually have to change my. I probably will have to because I only have 14,000. 1,000 or yeah, 14,500 yen. So I'm gonna transfer. I'm gonna exchange some money out. Then, because I don't have much. I'm just gonna because I have 330 gold.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just get rid of the. So how much was the exchange again?
It, 1 gold is 1,000 yen.
Okay. So I guess I'll just exchange all of that because I can exchange it back afterwards.
Yep, so that would be 330,000
Yeah.
yen.
All right. I'm just gonna. So 330,000 plus 1 4. I'm terrible at math and don't really feel like mathing. Oh yeah. I also have a bunch of stuff to sell too.
Yeah, you guys also did get a bunch of jewels.
Yes. So I guess I'll fence that stuff then.
Okay, do you remember how much all that was?
You did not give us value for it.
Yeah, you said you were gonna give us a value, but you didn't.
Yeah. Okay, so I can tell you what I have.
Yep. No, I remember the value of all the stuff.
All
I
right.
just wasn't sure if I had
Yeah,
given you
you
guys
never
the
did.
value.
So we have 10 pale Zychron, 11 Paradots, 8 Malachites, and that's it.
Okay. So the Pharrell.
I'm selling
So
all of those, so.
okay. So darn it, where's that paper? So I do remember at least so you had citrine, yes?
Citrine, I don't.
What were name one gem right now?
Pale Zychron.
The pale Zychron, those were 20 gold each.
Okay, so 20 GP. All right, PZ. I then have 11 Paradots.
Each worth 500 royals.
So 500 GP. PD. All right. 8 Malachites.
The Malachites were worth 15 gold each.
GP. MC. And I think that's all the gems I have. Do you guys have any gem? Oh, wait, hold on. I have those 2 really big diamonds.
Those are worth 1,000 royals each.
Okay.
Do you really want to sell those, though?
Put it this way, I can sell the 2 big diamonds, buy smaller diamonds. Also, I don't really need the equivalent of 8 diamonds with us. I'm assuming we're not going to die that many times. Well, I should say, I'm assuming you two aren't going to die that many times.
Who are you to assume that?
I mean, you haven't died yet.
Close.
Also, having 2,000 more GP probably will help with anything we need coming up in the future, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, no, I'll sell everything, and I'll just do the math for that. We can continue on. Silver will pay the money to get the nice clothes. I'm assuming it's going to be in their style.
Yes, it will of course be their style.
Yay! Yep, Silver's fine with that. She's excited. Hey, Kat, both of our kitsunes now have fancy kimonos. Actually, I think they're about the same price too. No, so in our other game, Kat and I got really fancy clothes, and they were so much money.
No.
But back to focus in the game.
I understand. That's why I was laughing.
But yeah, all right. I'll just do the math for this. Yeah, and so she'll go looking for that, get the clothes made for her, all that fun stuff. So when I'm getting the clothes, I'm assuming they are doing a fitting, right?
Yes.
So I would have so her more or less basic form is the exact proportions of Zilvera, obviously minus the tail, and she except now, yeah, she's not Kitsune. So this is also why I didn't go to. I realized disguise self, bad idea, because I'd still have the tail technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so more or less the same, and I figure Zilver can have someone once she's back in more not as mean to her place, she can get that fitted for her drow form, or not drow, her kitsune
Yeah.
form. But yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And then yeah, after that's done, I'm assuming like the full outfit comes with clothes and or not clothes, Jesus, shoes and the such.
Yeah, it's a full outfit.
Beautiful. All right. Then yeah, no, then she'll be fine with that, and she'll go find. Then and she'll ask them or ask Sheba to see if they know where to find something for Adria to get a leg or something, get a leg up or something.
Uh, make a uh make an investigation check.
Investigation. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You find out that there is someone who does that. There are quite a few people who specialize in woodworking. However, there is someone down in the Oak Ring.
She was so. Can I specify like she wants it not so much wood, but something more mechanical.
Mechanical?
Yeah, something like well, I'm figuring since she saw the mechanical horse, that they must have something of that sort that could.
If it's metal, I don't know if I can use
I'm
it.
assuming you can use it because you can
Nope.
use. One sec, hold on, because I know the rules of the. One sec, hold on, because it's not armor, because or it's not a weapon. Druids can wear metal armor, I believe. I
They're
can't
not
remember
allowed
which
to
one.
wear metal armor.
Okay, one sec. I'm actually looking up because I know there is a specific rule on this. Because I looked it up and I was shocked. Where is the thing? Because I know, yeah, no, their weapons can be
They
be
can
made of
only
metal.
they can only be curved metal, such as scimitars and sickles.
I don't think so because they start with simple melee weapons. I'm looking through right now because I
like a
don't.
sickle. Or a club or a quarterstaff.
I don't think that's a rule in 5e anymore. I don't. It doesn't even like name. One sec. I'm looking through, but I might be missing something. But I don't think. Yeah, never wear armor or use shields. There's no weapons that thing because they can use daggers, darts, javelins, maces.
I'm gonna count that as she still can't use that because she would be replacing part of her body with metal.
I mean, she's not technically replacing it. She's just putting it there because it's not missing. Come on, really? She can't get a mechanical. Can I get?
She would not be able to get a metal leg.
Could the outer part of it be wood, but still have mechanics inside of it?
It can have mechanics, just it has to be. It can't be metal.
All right, then yeah, something. So she would ask for someone who could do something like. I'm assuming she can kind of roughly describe that, the horse thing, and say, would you know somebody who does work like that?
With the investigation check you have, he does know someone who does tinkering down in the Oak Ring.
You really want to go to the Oak Ring, don't you?
Well, it's also the thing of most of the people in the Cloud and Star Ring don't really do that. The Obsidian Ring is a lot more military, but the Oak Ring itself has a lot more tradesmen.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Silver will nod and say thank you for the help and thank you for the clothes. I'm assuming like the clothes I'm gonna have to wait for or something.
Yeah. They've got it. They did the fitting, but they're now going to have to do the sizing itself.
All right. Yeah. So she'll just say thank you for doing the work for me, and then she'll head on her way.
Okay.
And, probably ask. Actually, maybe even ask them. Like, actually, you know what? If they've recommended it to her and they've been nice to her so far, she probably wouldn't have even thought to even say it, like even like check with how it is because they recommended it to her, so they're not going to try and lead her astray. So yeah, all right. So with that, I guess she would start heading. Actually, probably first, I'm curious of what the range is of this, because I don't think I can use message from here. Probably not. No, I couldn't. Granted, I could. They have Ray. I'm assuming I left her with Ray with her.
You've said that you've been leaving
Ray
Ray with
Adria
her.
has pretty much full access to Ray. So
Yeah.
okay. I'm curious on how I can deliver a message through Ray to Adria. Because I can't use I can only cast spells, like touch spells through her, so
Yeah.
all right. Well, I mean, I'll look through Ray's eyes. Right. Actually, can I do that from this range? I think I can.
No,
No, I
it's
can't.
it's 100 feet.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, it's 100 feet. So, do you know what? I'll just have I'll just try and find my way back to them.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to easily find your way back. You are still in the cloud district, or in the cloud ring, so it wasn't too complex to make it back.
Okay, that's good.
No warren of streets.
Okay, perfect. Okay, why? Oh no, that's the right way. Sorry, I'm currently, like I said, I'm messing currently with the overlay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little weird for anyone watching. Why? Oh. Okay, I need to lock that image down. It looks cool so far, though. I will say that. I like it. I'm a fan. But yeah, all right, yeah, so Silver will go to look for them. And you said I find them.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all back by this time at the house that you've been given. And overall it's fairly basic once again as you go inside. It has some floor mats for beds, a low table, and a few cushions, but that's about it.
Okay. Why didn't I save that? All right, so yeah, Silver would go to them and say, "Hey, I got some clothing for the event, and also I have someone to go talk to down in the Oak District." It's not that shocking, guys. Hello?
Will,
There you
Are
are.
you two still there?
Yes. I
Will in the
Fuck.
Oak District.
All right. Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go. You can hear you.
Hello.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Will in the Oak District.
She kind of
No,
shrugs.
we're not in the Oak District yet.
You guys were in the cloud district
Mm-hmm.
purchasing a drum and heard two people saying they didn't want to do a delivery to
Yeah.
the Oak
The
District.
Oak District. There's a difference.
Yeah, you
I
guys,
know.
none of you have left the cloud district.
Yeah, we're still there. We're just meeting back up at our house.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why it.
Why what? You cut out.
I know. I was asking, questioning Zilva about Will.
You're really lagging
Oh,
out there,
I was
Penny.
questioning Zilva on Will and the.
Oh, Silver
because
just
of
says
the,
I'm not. Silver
He-
says I'm not too sure.
He's given you an address,
oh,
but
he gave
you
us-
have no clue relatively where it is because you're new.
Yeah,
You don't know this place.
but yeah, Silver will say like he gave me an address, but I obviously have no clue where to go for this. But it's important that I go there. Yeah, you're saying it's dangerous, but it's important. I need to go there.
Like, you need to not go alone.
Well, yeah, I was hoping you guys
I don't
would
know.
come with me.
Yeah, of course we will.
I don't know how much help I'll be, but yeah, I can.
It'll be
You
fine.
can run the house at once.
You know, I'm fine with you. You're not. You won't be a problem. Don't worry. And I guess we then start heading there.
Okay. Okay, so you head out to the Oak District, and as you head down through the Obsidian Ring to the Oak Ring, you notice that the houses don't get less fancy, more common, but they still appear to be in fairly good shape. Even in the Oak Ring, you notice that there are some damaged houses, some that look as if they've been abandoned for ages, but it doesn't look as if the whole place is run down. These damaged or abandoned buildings stick out like sore thumbs. It's not the rule around here.
Okay.
And as you're wandering around, you ask some guards for directions, and you finally get directed to the correct place. The person it leads you to, the workshop, is fairly large and seems to dominate about half of this block that you're on. And you see that it's a large woodworking shop. However, there's also a kiln in the back where ceramics are worked.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay.
I'm sure also Adria's like, why are we here?
I didn't hear about it.
We're more or less like
Anything-
we're at a massive building where they seem to do like the arts pretty much.
It seems to be a woodworking shop.
Yeah.
But in addition to woodworking, you notice that there is also a large kiln in the back.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go.
So they work wood and they do pots.
Yes, but the kiln itself is fairly small, especially for something this large. It seems most of their industry is directed towards woodworking.
I can't tell.
Innuendos.
This is where you had to go to do something?
Yes. She'll say, and then she'll walk in.
So when you go inside, you notice that there are about 12 people who are working on the main floor with wood. There are two of them who are working alone, but the others are working in groups of 2 or 3. There are 3 people over by the kiln, and 2 of them seem to be shaping clay, while one of them is handling clay that's just about to go in. You see them painting and carving stuff into it. And as you look around, you notice that there's a raised area, and in that, with a railing around it, in that raised area, you see 2 more people who are working on wood. One of them is completely covered in wood dust, red wood dust, and the other person seems to be handing them tools as they
Chat.
is
Sorry, I'm
handing
muting
them
you, Kat.
tools, but doesn't seem to be doing much else.
Okay. Zilver will just kind of gently knock on the door.
So, at first when you knock, no one seems to answer, but after a few moments you see a
You're still deafening us. Cat, you're still deafening us. Still deafening us.
you see a halfling come out from behind a counter, and Susumi's translating for you. She says, "Welcome to Yagora's wood shop. She wants to know if there's anything specific that you're looking for.
Actually, I have a question. If Zilver told Adria to wait outside, would she listen to her? Penny?
I don't know.
That's why I'm
What?
asking.
That would she?
Would she?
You yeah. Don't remember. She's you. You decide.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because I don't know.
Yeah.
If she would know, then Zilver would be fine with it. But if she said she did, then Zilver would be happy. Because she wants this to be a surprise to Adria.
But remember, Adria doesn't know that.
Yeah.
All Adria knows is
That's what I'm saying. Like, Zilver would have turned and said, "Can you just wait out here for a moment?" And kind of bat her eyes at her.
She trusts so.
All right, so Adria would wait outside.
you're cutting
You're
out.
lagging again.
Yeah, you have a lot of lag.
Okay. I think that actually looks bang on. It's hard to tell. Because I don't have... Penny? Alright, well, I say, I think Penny said she'd wait outside.
Okay.
So yeah, then if, with that, Zilvra would, make her way into there and, kind of see, I'm assuming she sees that, right? Like, sees the,
Well, that's what you saw when you first walked in.
yeah, so Zilver would then kind of, is there like a bell or something?
The woman already came
Oh,
out after you knocked
sure.
on the door.
Oh, okay.
That's what she was just
All right.
saying.
Sorry, my brain is all sorts of frazzled today. All right, so she'll say, "Hi, I was sent here by someone. They said you can make you guys had people who could make things."
Yes, we.
Make
Susumi doesn't even translate. She looks at you. Of course, they make things here. It's a workshop.
Silver will say, "Can you ask?" She'll kind of give say, "Do you have someone who could make it?" She'll kind of give the description of what she wants, which is like a mechanical leg but with wooden exterior.
It takes some time translating,
Of course.
and finally it goes. She's not sure if they can make what you're looking for. She's going to have to speak with the master. He's a little busy right now, but should be free momentarily.
Okay, Silver will say, "We can wait then. I'm fine with that."
Okay. So, as you guys wait, she asks you politely to just wait outside.
Yeah.
Outside, there is just a square. There are vendor carts around, and you even see there's a vendor cart for this shop in the street. And it just seems to be a regular market day.
Okay.
So, while you're waiting, everyone please give me a perception check.
well, that can't be good.
Hey, I got a 16. That's not what
Who
I...
knows, someone could have just dropped a purse in front of you, and if you fail, you don't notice the purse there. That purse has 10,000 gold.
Only 10,000?
Well, looks like you're the one who dropped their purse and lost 10,000.
Joke's on you. I don't have a purse. Those have not been invented yet.
17.
Actually,
They probably
Actually-
have been.
they have been. If you look over about half of the backgrounds, you start with a purse.
Yeah. More
It-
money pouch than
Yeah.
anything else. All right.
The whole
But
thing.
we had to rent purses because we didn't have pockets.
Yes.
All right.
28.
All I can think of is that picture I shared a while back of I like your armor. Thanks. It has pockets.
Yep.
Because that's an adorable one.
Mhm.
All right. 10
So,
times.
so we have a 28.
Mhm.
Lilia, what'd you get?
17.
17. Zilvra?
I got a 16.
Okay. So all of you notice that on the that about 40 feet away from you, you see look a group of people who are similarly dressed go up to one of the carts. It seems to be out in front of a jewelry shop, and you all hear some raised voices and then shouts as the cart is tipped over.
What a dick.
Looking over, you notice that all of these 7 men are wearing black outfits of the same cut, and all of them have an emblem on their right shoulder. It's a basilisk with scales made of knives.
Ooh, that's actually really cool looking. But now it makes sense.
Jump scales.
Also, I just sent you guys in the Discord how much money we got from selling the gems.
Now,
I
is that
thought-
divided by 3 or divided by 4?
3.
Okay.
I'm not dividing that by 4. I'm sorry, Al. I love you, but you have enough. You apparently have random wealth coming out of nowhere, so I feel like he doesn't need it. Also,
True.
he's our hood ornament. It's not like he eats or pays for a location to sleep, or has to buy,
Or has a kid to support.
or has a fox to support.
Yeah, no.
We got to put Ray through college.
No, we need to buy her a G-Wagon. Oh
What,
my
is she
god, are G-Wagons like actual wagons here?
We'll get to that.
Oh God.
So, what are you going to do? They've tipped over a stall about 30 feet away from you guys.
What?
They don't look like they have any metal on them.
Oh God.
Well, you do notice that some of them seem to be armed with what look like stout clubs, and a few have crossbows that have appeared in their hands, and one of them, who appears to be the leader, he's slightly bigger than the rest, is leaning on an upturned maul.
Sorry for the squinting. I'm currently trying to adjust image locations.
Okay, is the handle of the maul wooden or
It's
metal?
wooden.
Damn it.
And it's now that you notice that a lot of the wood that they seem to have on them does seem to be bamboo. What, you're trying to use heat metal?
I was thinking about it.
Well, they don't appear to have any weapons with metal handles on them.
Boo. You horns.
So you guys are just sitting there,
So
How far away are they?
30 feet away.
Okay.
why do I get a feeling like this is gonna end badly?
I don't want to hit the people that work in the cart.
This is gonna end so badly.
You don't have to use an AoE. You don't even. Why are you guys immediately thinking, let's kill these fuckers?
I don't know why. Hold on. I just
No,
I
it's
just want to point
not
out this isn't Zilver. Zilver has not done anything yet. This is those two trying to murder the
No.
fuck out of them.
It's restrain. I'm thinking about using entangle.
Well, let's do go over and try to turn up. What did they turn over again?
They turned over a cart that had jewelry on it.
All right,
Let's try to help upturn the jewelry cart.
Zilver's gonna head over there too with
Okay.
with Adria or with Lilia. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so as Lilia goes
And
to...
as she does it, Lilia has her bitch face on.
You mean her normal face?
Okay, as
Yeah.
as Lilia goes to turn up to turn the cart back up, the one with the maul gently places the tip of the maul onto the cart itself. What do you think you're doing?
Cleaning up your mess.
This isn't our mess. This is his. Points over to the merchant, who's now surrounded by a few of these thugs. He's not paying protection.
Oh, really? Because pretty sure you guys are the ones who overturned the cart, not him.
I just
Is
love.
it opposite day? Is that
Do you
like-
think you're some kind of hero or something? He lifts the maul with one hand and pokes you in the chest.
I just want to point out, doesn't Lilia have the brand new swanky sword on her waist?
Yeah, Lola has the fucking Emperor's Mercy on her.
Why,
Uh,
yes, actually, we do think we are.
The guy rolls a nat. I wasted a nat 20 on his perception check. As he
No.
pokes you in the chest and you move back a little bit, and your hand instinctively goes down to your sword, his eyes are drawn to it. And hold on, I need a wisdom saving throw. Okay, just enough that he doesn't basically crap himself. But he visibly pales when he sees that sword.
Silver will.
However, he
damn it.
goes to, where'd you get a pretty thing like that? Someone make their girl a nice little replica.
Silver will.
Oh
chuckle.
yeah, this is the real thing. I earned it after helping kill a fatal lich.
Oh, well, everyone has to have a nice heroic story. Maybe you'd like to know why I'm called the Hammer.
No,
Silver will say.
no.
Silver will smirk and just say, "Is it 'cause you really suck at sex that you just flop around like a hammer?"
Lily say it, but she's thinking, you really shouldn't talk.
Okay, Zilvra, where are you compared to the other two?
right beside, Lilia.
Right beside Lilia. Okay. What is your current armor class?
It is currently 16.
16. You get hit by this maul as he is so angry at what you just said. He brings it up and slams it right down on you. You're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
As he brings this maul down
and actually,
a two-handed swing.
How much damage was that total? Sorry? Can you read that out? Just because I need to do a con save.
And it hits you.
Yeah, how much damage did it do? For total, all wrapped up, because I need to do a con save for this.
Okay.
Because I'm concentrating on my spell.
Oh, yeah. So that was 13 total.
All right, so I need to beat 10.
Why 10?
Because it's half.
Ah, okay.
All right, I do save from that.
But wait, why would it still be 10? 13?
So
half of that would be 6.
So it's either 10 or half the damage.
Whichever is higher.
Whichever's higher. Because obviously...
Okay.
Okay. Because obviously, it'd be a little ridiculous, oh, you have to save a 10, or save it from a 5. It's a little dumb.
Okay, so yeah. So you save from that as he slams you with his maul.
Hey, guys, I'm Firefox.
Well, you're about to be a little erratic here and there.
Don't worry. I have something fun to do.
So, seeing that their boss is attacking you guys, not quite having heard what was going on, the rest of the sharp scales spring into action. 2 of them are currently still trying to shake down the merchant. However, the other 4 are going to come after you guys. 2 of them pull up crossbows.
I'm assuming we get to do an action before they do because they just hit us and we were prepared.
Actually, he hit. Everyone roll for initiative.
All right, high initiative because I have a way to make this even more funny. Yes.
Okay, so hold on. Let me just find a dang
That's not.
before I.
Okay.
I'm normally a lot more organized.
That's a lie.
No, normally I am. I normally have a pen on hand.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna send something to the Discord.
Cat,
Because it's real cute, you guys.
I'm glad also you appreciated my joke there. I knew you'd enjoy it a lot. Oh, let me see this really cute. Aww. I guess apparently dice are really good pillows. George, you can see. Hold on, I just want to point out. Do you see George in the background of his video? That was very entertaining to
You're
watch.
welcome.
We could just see you going.
Okay, Al. Wow, that was a low representation by Al.
Audio cat.
I'm sorry. My knee fell asleep. I need to move.
No, you can't move.
No, stay in the same. Find a position. Stay in it. That is
Assume
your
the
position
position.
forever. Giggity.
All right.
That is just gonna put them down for that. Okay, so who has a 20 to 25 for initiative?
Me.
How do you
What do you
always
have?
roll that high, cat? You always roll
What do you-
ridiculously high in this.
What do you have?
2020.
Okay.
Damn, one off from you.
Who has a 16 to
Me.
20-ish? Yeah.
I got a 19.
Okay. 10 to 15.
Nope.
Oh,
Al's
you're
at a
back to your old
12.
ways.
5 to 9.
Yeah, I got a 9.
9. Okay.
All you have to do is flip those two numbers and you have a hit song. 9 to 5. Are
5.
you right?
No.
Okay. Okay, so the first one to go is Lilia. This guy's just thumped your friend with his maul.
Alright. He brought this upon himself. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers on him. Let's go to the second level.
Okay, that is a fail.
Alright, so
Definitely a fail.
God damn it.
14. That's 19 points of damage.
Is this to the big guy?
Yes.
Okay.
And must immediately use its reaction to move as far away as
Oh,
its
God damn
speed.
it. Why'd you do that, cat? I wanted him to be close.
Okay, how much damage was that again?
19 points of damage.
19. Okay. So he's going to use his reaction. Because he fails, he just hears the whispers in his head that, that sword is probably the real thing. He panics and runs, giving the 3 of you attacks of opportunity. However, none of you had a weapon out, so you can try and all punch him.
God.
Hey, damage is damage. If you want to try and punch him, you can.
Well, I rolled a crit.
Back him.
That means you do
Okay.
2 damage. Actually, no.
Okay.
You probably have the same. Zilver is not going to even bother.
Actually, you would only deal 1 damage because you'd double what you do for the weapon, so that would be 2, but her strength bonus is a -1.
Actually, no. You're guaranteed to do 1 damage, so it'd be 1 damage plus 1
Yeah.
damage.
Yes, but then you have to add the strength bonus in.
No, so each of them, right? It wouldn't. So you add the
No,
strength
no, no,
bonus.
no, no, no. It's each attack does a minimum of 1 damage.
Yeah, well, no, that's the thing, right? The crit would double. So, right?
No, no,
Don't
no,
we treat it as 2 separate attacks? Like,
No,
right?
it's not 2 separate
Ah, okay.
attacks. It's the same exact attack.
Because more or less, I thought it
Because
was
she-
like she'd roll. Because yeah, it's not like a -1. Like literally on mine, what it is it's just a nothing. There's nothing on mine, which means it's guaranteed to be just 1 punch. So I figured it would be 2.
Can she just kick him in the ass?
So you basically, as he turned around, yeah, you just kicked him in the leg, basically.
It's like, die!
I was gonna charm him.
Does anyone else want to make an attack of
Nah,
opportunity, or are
Zill's
you all
not even gonna
set?
try.
I tried, but I failed.
Okay.
I love that you just
So-
know you failed.
I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, you definitely failed.
Yeah, that's gonna fail.
Yeah.
Zilvra, you're next.
All right. How many of them are here?
There's one of them directly facing you, 4 who are kind of fanned out behind him a little, and 2 of them who are basically shaking down the merchant. They're in melee contact with him.
All right. So guys, I have a good idea and a bad idea.
Go with the bad one.
Oh no.
It'll be more fun.
Do you know what? I would go with the bad idea if Cat hadn't made him run. I would have
If,
gone
if,
with the
if.
bad idea.
So go with an idea then.
All right. How many of them are kind of like so? Here's the easiest way. How many of them in a 20-foot radius are there?
There are, because he had to use his full move to get away. There are now only 2 of them in a 30-foot radius.
All right. Well,
in a 20-foot radius, I mean.
So how many of them are there total? Question. There's
7.
7 of them? All right. Do you know
Yes.
what? It's time to break out a spell I just got this level. No, not life transference, because I changed that. I had a better idea.
Yes. Because you have very little health.
Not even that. Honestly, that would be something Silver still would use. I am going to use Spirit Guardians.
And that's a 15-foot.
And that's a 15-foot thing. So Silver's going to try to
Yes.
move into the into combat with them, more or less.
Okay,
Doing
in
a-
which case you'll be able to you'll be able to get 5 of them within the 15-foot range if you use your full move to go forward.
Yeah, she's more or less moving into the center of them as a very stupid idea, I know.
Actually, no, this is actually a very brilliant idea. My cleric does it all the time. So,
Except
what
your
level are
cleric
you doing it at?
probably has more HP than me. I'm going to do it. Fuck these guys. I'm going to do 4th level.
Okay. Let's
Actually, can I cast
see.
them 4th level or?
Yes, you can. For each level above 3rd that you casted at, it adds an additional D8 to the damage
No, no, no,
every.
no, 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 no. I mean in your world.
Oh, sorry. No, you would only. Sorry.
Only
the-
3rd level.
Yeah, you'd only be able to
All
cast
right, then
at
I'll
3rd
cast it
level
at 3rd
unless
level.
you used Wordstone or.
I don't have either of
Magic
those because
Potion.
they have not told me that they have all this stuff yet. Granted, I'm sure Silver has gone through Adria's bag a couple times. So.
What's your spell save DC?
It is 17.
Okay, 2 of them pass, 3 of them fail. So the two who pass will take half damage, and the 3 who failed will take full damage.
Also, the figures, the spirit guardians, are probably like spectral, like angelic foxes. Because I think that'd be really funny and adorable at the same time.
Okay.
All right, so now I need to roll my damage because I'm good aligned or neutral aligned, but
You can choose it to be radiant.
I actually don't get to choose if you're evil.
Oh no, sorry. It's yeah, that would be radiant for
All
you.
right. Yeah, it'd be radiant damage. They fucked with the wrong fox.
They got their news in the wrong place.
Looks like they been outfoxed.
Boo.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 points of radiant damage. That's
Okay.
really low, actually.
15,
And yeah, like
15. That goes down to 7,
I'm actually
and
shocked
that
how
is
low
7.
that is.
Yeah, no, don't worry. At one point, I think it was 7 damage from
I
that
don't know. That
spell.
seems really like I don't know for a third level spell. Like there's
Well, no, but
fireball.
here's the thing: is
It
that's a
stays.
concentration, and
Oh,
any
hold on. I just realized
any
something.
their speed is halved,
No,
and when they begin their turn, or at any point when they enter in, which means you move, you can even move into them to do it. They then have to take that
no,
damage.
George. I just
Yeah,
as Silver casts this, she resumes her normal form.
very true. Yes,
Oh,
So
you do.
Silver will do that anyways.
You know what? And those ones pass. Okay.
Hold on, I
So,
thought you said you already did the rolls for the passing and failing.
oh
So you
yes,
said,
I did. This was for something else.
oh,
Yeah.
is it me scaring the
Adria,
shit out of them because I'm a fox?
Adria, it is your turn.
Wait, I was say I still
yeah,
have
wasn't out before me?
I still have bonus action.
Oh yeah. Do you have a bonus action you wish to do?
I do.
It seemed like you had been
No, I kind of like
petering out.
one, she'll draw her dagger, obviously, because that's
Yep.
important. And I think I actually have bonus. Let me see. I can't remember my full bonus action stuff because
Well, no, if you're going to draw your weapon,
I mean, drawing weapon is a free action for your first one in your turn.
true. Okay, yeah.
You know what? She'll use her bonus act. Can I use my bonus action to draw my second dagger?
Sure.
All right, I'll do that then.
Okay. Sorry, Al's turn. Al has just noticed that this is happening.
Also, just a note, guys, take a look at the overlay. Tell me what you think.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
Yeah, Al is just noticing that this is happening, and he's going to go forward, and he's just going to attack one of the regular guys. He's not even going to rage. That's a hit. Oh wait, I should be doing multiple dice at a time, so that's 3, so that's 5. Wait, no, I don't get that one. So 9, 18,
Okay, possession. Do you know what?
26 was his first attack to one of them. Oh. Yeah, his first attack kills one of them. He
Oh,
just
God.
zooms up to one of the ones who's getting bit by the spectral foxes, and he just bites down on the guy's shoulder, just completely crushing it. And the guy falls
Damn.
down unconscious.
Damn, Al.
He's going to move over to another one and just headbutt the guy. Hit. 12, 15. 21. 28 points of damage, and his skull just slams right into this sharp scale's forehead, and the guy collapses to the ground unconscious as if poleaxed.
I just picture the sticking crack.
Yeah.
You know what? All of you make me a Constitution save.
Get it?
Ah, almost dropped my thing. That's a dirty 20.
18.
Uh, 17.
You all managed to keep from retching at the sound of this horrendous
I'd say
crack.
I think Silver should have probably gotten that with advantage because she's probably heard worse. Her mom is messed up. You know this.
She did the
Yeah.
growl, come on.
But this was a fairly just sickening crack. Like, he just lazily floated over, basically nearly stove this guy's forehead in with his own.
Jesus, Al.
Yeah, he's not trying. Adria, your turn.
How far away is the leader?
The leader is 30 feet away from you. He used his full reaction to run away.
Okay. I want to
Cast a spell.
use ice knife on him.
Ice knife? Okay. So make your attack roll, and then everyone else around him will have to make dex saves. And it's a 5-foot radius, right?
I didn't think anyone was around him.
Is there like just
No.
random people or his friends?
No,
kinda?
there aren't random people around him, but there may be other combatants. It's only a 5-foot radius, right?
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
5 foot.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
13.
13. That is not going to hit him. Now he is going to have him and one other guy are going to have to make reflex saves, both fail. Dexterity saves, both fail. So roll for the frost damage or cold damage.
46.
How many d6?
It says 46
Ice
at
knife.
a 3rd level.
Oh, she's casting at higher levels.
Oh, okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
like 4d6. God,
Holy cow.
that is like fireball level. Ows.
Yeah.
Big oof.
Big. That's a big yikes from me.
Giga.
I mean, like I was saying, like
Wow.
46. Like
How much da-
Go ahead. I'm kind of.
How much damage?
12.
12 damage. Okay. It's 27. Do math right. Okay. So he dodges this night. So this huge shard of ice comes flying towards the guy, and he dives out of the way just in time for it to explode and for the shards of ice to go ripping into him and to one of the other guys being chewed on by spectral foxes. Next one to go, the remaining sharp scales. So the two who were harassing the merchant are going to turn around, pull out their crossbows, and are going to shoot. They just heard a huge explosion, and they just saw Adria cast the spell, so they're going to shoot at Adria.
God.
Not the kitsune that's standing in front of them.
No, as they noticed the spell, these two noticed the spell first, only because they're farther away. One of them, the bolt misses, shattering against the ground. The other one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, D5 may hit a random person in the crowd. 2. So while 3 of them were being chewed on by these by lots of spectral foxes, there were 2, the leader and one other guy, who only had 1 spectral fox on them just trying to munch down. The second crossbowman shoots this guy in the back.
I have
For hold on, D10, D4, for a total of 2, 6, 7 points of damage. Shoots his friend in the back. What was your question?
am I wearing armor? Can I wear it with the bracers, or
Yeah,
does it also
yeah, you
have-
can wear it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can still wear your armor with it. Although, here's the thing. You're in the city. Would you be wearing your armor?
Yeah, especially since we were going to the Oak Wing.
Okay.
I was gonna say they did know that this place is dangerous. Silver was the only one who didn't really know this place was dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, let's see. Those were those two. The two who are still inside. The two who are in the. spiritual guardians. Wisdom saving throws. You said your DC was 17.
Yep.
So both fail, and the leader passes. So roll for damage.
All right. Why did I put that my dice away? I don't know why I did that, because I know I'm gonna need it again. I need to get more dice. I need more dice, guys. I totally need more dice. All right. 6, 5, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
13. So he's going to take half of that. So that's 6. Yeah, none of these guys are looking in the best of shapes. Actually, one of them, who was being savaged by foxes and also got hit by the ice blast, the spiritual foxes drag him down. So there are only 2 of these sharp scales still standing. Another one has a crossbow, sees a kitsune in front of him, and just unloads. What is your armor class?
16.
16.
What's
You
your armor
are
class?
hit.
Kitsune?
Yeah. So 16. You are going to take a total of 6 points of damage.
Ow.
So make a concentration check.
All right, 1 sec. 6 points of damage, and I have to just make it over. I have to just roll a 5 or above. I rolled a 5 or above.
Okay. And the last one, the leader, is going to turn back to you, Zilvra. Notice that you're a kitsune as well, and sees all these spectral foxes on him, and just goes completely bonkers on you. So he runs forward and swings, and his maul, you can see once again there's a fire sparking off. It slams into the ground in front of you, shooting out sparks. His second attempt, he lifts them all back up, swings it, and connects with you. Right through the middle. So rather than doing an overhead, he swings it around the side, catching you right in your midriff for 14, 18, 21 points of damage.
Ow. Zilver is still somehow conscious, though.
Yay, leveling up.
Actually, I know. I would say I actually would still be conscious even if I hadn't leveled up. Because I only gained like 4 hit points from leveling up. I don't gain much HP. I'm a sorcerer with +1 con.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so once again, make a concentration save.
All right, that one's 11 now, or 10
Yeah.
actually, because it's half 21, 20, or 10 now.
Yeah.
I make it.
Okay. The next one, the last one to go is Sheba. Sheba is still stumbling a bit. He's only able to get 1 shot this round, but he's going to go after the one that's firing a crossbow and is not in melee combat. He misses he holds up his rifle, doesn't seem to be very steady, even with Susumi holding him, takes a shot, and it goes into the stone wall behind the guy. Lilia, it's your turn.
Okay, so how many of...
There are 2 of them still standing.
I'll just Eldritch Blast them.
Okay, so make your Eldritch Blast on the crossbow dude and 1 on the guy with the maul.
Okay, what is the
Okay.
scene?
Crossbow dude is a 25.
That's not what I want.
Guy with the maul is a 24.
Both hit.
God damn it.
4 from the crossbow dude, and 9 from the guy with the maul.
Okay. So the guy with the maul goes down, a hole blown in his chest. And you can tell that this guy, whereas the others, you're not sure if they are unconscious or dead. This guy is definitely dead.
Dead AF.
Except the guy with the crossbow is still up, and he is trying to reload this.
Guys, I know why. I now know why.
Bonus action, can I just give him a... Do you really want to do that? And give him a really pointed look.
A disappointed mom look.
Yes. Hand on my sword.
1360.
Okay. Zilver, your turn.
All right, so the guy in front, the guy who was beating me to death with his maul is now dead.
Yes, he has a hole blown in his chest.
That's what happens when you attack a kitsune. Someone else kills you for her. I mean, granted, in my defense, I was going to charm him next round, so. All right. How many are left? Just the one guy.
Just one guy. Actually, oh yeah, no, yeah, go on.
Zilvra will. So I don't want my foxes to attack him quite yet. All right, when she moves into closer to him.
Okay.
Or will they?
Actually, no. He's within the circle. He's within the foxes themselves, so they won't attack him again till his turn.
All right. Okay. So then she will just look at him first and say, "Just drop the weapon, or you can join him."
Okay. Al's turn.
I was saying, like, does he look like? If I'm getting no reaction from him, I'm gonna charm.
You don't seem to notice anything. He hasn't had a chance to go yet.
I'm just gonna charm him anyways.
Okay.
So he has to beat a 17 DC. Will save or wisdom save.
He does not.
He's charmed.
Okay.
Perfect.
He's charmed, but he ain't charming.
No, he ain't charming at all.
It's Al's turn. Al doesn't really know that this guy's been charmed. Just goes over and
hold on. Zilver will even say, "Don't attack him. I have him stopped."
I was gonna be like, I got this.
He was like, "I already have this, Al. Come on." Because we kind of need him to find out where they are, because they're going to probably try and murder us next.
He deals non-lethal to this guy when he hears that, but he just goes over and wham, headbutts the guy, and the guy falls to the ground. This time, however, he does not appear to be dead. He just appears to be unconscious.
Okay, good. Good boy, Al.
You
give Al a little head pat. Good boy, Al.
So, yes, the fight itself is now over.
All right. Silver will kind of brush herself off and then go, ow, as she brushes off a part that's probably particularly hurt because she is almost unconscious. And she will use Cure Wounds on herself a couple times.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do it twice.
As you do this, you notice that the entire crowd around you has gone quiet, and guards have started to arrive.
Okay. Hold on. If I've noticed like there's a group of them, I'm not going to heal myself. I'm just going to turn invisible.
And you hear gasps and cries of,
oh God, my kitsune is like invisible.
And cries of a little bit of panic as the kitsune goes invisible.
And Zilver will then run to try to find an alley or something like where she can hide for a moment.
That's easy enough.
And once I know I'm not being watched, I'm gonna use Alter Self on myself to make myself look this time more or less same, like different build this time, like a more. It'd be really funny. She's gonna come out as like a tall. I think can I change my height with it? I think I can. Yes, I can. I can change everything. She's gonna come out looking like a Goliath woman. And I'm wondering what I could do to get their actually I can just point at them and message Adria, and kind of say, "Hey, I'm over here." This is, and kind of give her a rough description of what she looks like currently.
Okay.
All right, so one
So
sec, I just have to
this
put-
Goliath comes running out.
Not
well,
running,
not running
she's
out, but just
chill
sauntering
walking out.
of an alleyway and just goes over and is just standing by the edge of the crowd as the guards come over and look at all of you in the sharp scales and just look at all of them on the ground.
In our defense, they attacked first.
Yeah, they started it.
The
In
guards
my
quick,
defense, I technically, right now I kicked that one guy in the ass.
In our defense, it was probably
I
Silver's
didn't
fault.
roll a hand on it.
Hey, in Silver's
Yeah.
in our defense, Silver 120% started that with her her making fun of the guy.
You're not helping.
I mean,
No,
it's not like they can
started.
hear this.
so so they take away the bodies and those who are still alive, and as they do that, the merchant whose stall had been turned over comes over to you. Thank you. I don't know what I can do to thank you, but I'm just glad that you saved my life.
No need to do anything to thank us. You're one example of that.
Mhm.
Look has a moment now, she's like, oh shit, is this sword making me a better person? I don't know if I like this.
Thank you. Well, just be careful. The sharp scales, they have been getting very powerful lately, but you just took out quite a few of them right there.
It's because we're awesome.
I'm glad that you are here. Now maybe the sharp scales won't be that big of a problem in this district anymore.
Also, Kitsune just showed up and scared everybody. So
They're trying to right now just ignore that. It's like, okay, we're alive. Let's try not to bring the spirit's attention back to us.
Mhm.
I love it. I love this. Actually, and Silver will be listening in through Ray,
Mhm.
because Silver is very vain and enjoys this kind of thing.
So, what brought you over here? Like,
Oh,
what?
well, we were looking to get some work done from a friend.
Motion too.
Mhm.
Oh, yes. Oh, poor thing. How did that happen to you?
English.
Yeah, we kind of got on the wrong end of a lich. And he was not
You-
happy.
Have you ever heard of a happy lich?
No,
I-
it's
you-
true.
He notices now the sword that's at your side, Lilia. That can't be real.
It's pretty real.
Mhm.
You see his face go completely white. That sword. You do know what that sword is.
The Emperor's Mercy?
This weapon. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to insinuate anything by it. You're obviously. Thank you that you would take time to save us. I mean, it's not as if the sharp scales are anything world-ending. It's just there's just a problem we have around here. He falls to his knees, like
Aw.
mostly
Oh, God.
incomprehensible and is just like bowing to you.
Oh no.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing?
And Lilia's now like, what? That was a
Guys,
very evil
guys,
sounding laugh.
This is how Lilia becomes a folklore.
This is how Lilia becomes an evil villain, because it's Lilia and she would 100% abuse this. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can confirm or deny that.
I say, tell me I'm wrong there. So,
You are not wrong. So, some of the other people around also notice the sword and bow down to you, and a few of them come over. One of them's holding a small package in his hands.
Lilia suddenly feels quite uncomfortable. Like she's used to like being paid attention to, but like
Uh,
people bowing to her is a little outside the norm.
Make a perception check.
Just Lilia?
All of you can make a perception
All right.
check.
13.
I was 17.
16.
Okay. You all notice that on the package, it looks to have a silver scale on it. The scale, it looks to be made. There's an emblem that looks to have a silver scale on it.
Like the shunt scale symbol.
Sheba leans over. It looks like the sharp scale, a sharp scale emblem. At least that's what they're saying it is.
Should we have that? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't do anything, so.
Yeah, to see what it is.
Okay. So you open it?
Yes.
Okay, so you open it and inside you notice that there's a rolled up piece of paper. There are six glass flasks and one small ceramic pot.
God damn it, the roll up piece of paper is going to say something, isn't it?
Okay, that looks right.
Hold on. Let me check something really quickly.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, I can just comprehend languages. Okay. That's cool. Alright, so I will inspect the flasks first.
You'll what with the flasks?
I'll look at them, see if they resemble anything I recognize.
Okay, you can make an Arcana check for that.
Uh, um, 13.
13. These appear to be common alchemist's fire, the glass flasks.
Okay. Then there was the pot, right?
Yes.
Do I have to make a check on that too?
Yes, since it's completely different.
That's also Arcana.
Yes.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
That is a flask of fire salve. There's enough of this this oily paste left in it to be applied to 3 weapons, and for 1 hour until it fades away, all attacks from that weapon add 1d6 fire damage.
Ooh, that's really cool, actually.
I can take a look at the paper, but I don't know if I'll understand what's on it. I don't like that.
You have comprehend. Does comprehend languages apply to reading it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Or you could have Shiba or Sasumi look at it too.
Yeah. I'll just do that.
Okay. So you hand it over, and okay, where is that?
Oh wait, I can just match it to
I
this.
have it written down somewhere. Ah. So, uh, so the note, you realize that they read to you that the note is instructions on who to shake down. At the end, it says, "Make sure that you get the apothecary and as many supplies as possible. That's more important than any of the other money that you may find." And there's a note scribbled into the side. Remember, don't say anything about petrification. Just take the apothecary.
All I can think of.
It's written in a different hand.
All I can think of is a Call of Duty reference of remember no Russian. That's all I can think of there. I'm
And
sure no one else gets that but me.
there's a small little map that's been drawn on it.
Did I know what petrification is?
Yes,
Getting
you know what
stoned.
petrification is. When magic, basically being magically turned into stone.
Like I said, getting stoned. I'm funny.
I think this is something the guys should be made aware of.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably.
Okay, so you hand this over. Do you hand this over to the guards? There are still a few around.
Yes.
So you hand the note over to the guards. Thank you for this. They look at it, nod their heads, and one of them takes it away and runs off.
Okay.
And by now, Zilver will kind of head over to the rest of the party.
Okay. So is there anything else that you want to do?
Well, we're waiting for the guy to come back.
Yes, this has taken a few minutes. You still haven't been called for yet.
All right. It's gonna be really weird when Zilver walks in as this now rather than the other other disguise she had. But oh well. I can think of an excuse. All right, I guess we start to wait. We wait again. How long does it take about, George?
So it's going to take another half hour for him to be
All right.
ready.
All right, so it's been okay. So I guess I have half an hour left on my spell. My spell I have, and Zilver again would ask Adria, like, please stay out here for a moment.
Okay.
Also, it's probably weird to look at Zilver for Adria because Zilver is now actually taller than her for once.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's like just looking up. It's like I don't like this. Go back.
Zilver's like, I can't.
I know.
Just give. Once we get back to the normal thing, I can go back to the other disguise I had. She'll be saying this quietly to her, but for now, I have to do this because.
Do you really know that Matt Silver?
I
I
mean,
think I would have told her.
Zilvra told Adria, and then Adria probably told Lilia.
Yeah, once the gods and everyone were gone, just pointed her out to Lily and said that's Silver. She had to change, but that's Silver.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, we'll wait.
So you wait, and finally you are brought inside Zilvra.
All right, Zilver will walk inside, and then kind of just I'm assuming so. What am I greeted to when I walk inside? Like, is there someone different?
No, it's the halfling woman who met you before leads you over to the master woodcrafter. He appears, you can't quite tell what race he is at first, just because he appears to be about 5'10", but his skin is a weird color blue.
Oh.
And it's very patchworked between blue and a brown and a brownish color.
All right.
But when you look at him, he looks down at himself and starts laughing, pulls off a pair of goggles, and you see a full goggle impression around his eyes. Well, I guess that's the last time I don't wear a full suit with that wood. Shake some of the sawdust off of him.
I like him. He's funny already. I like this character.
So I hear that you're looking for a wooden mechanical device.
Silver will nod and say, yes. The inside... So, George, I'm going to confirm this with you. Would the insides be able to be metal, or just the outside?
So you'd need as much as possible made out of wood.
Yeah, I figured like the outer shell could be would have to be wood, but while the inside kind of mechanics that would allow it to articulate could be metal. Just for honestly for sake of not having to repair it as often. Cuz wood degrades a lot quicker than metal.
We don't do any metalworking here, and a fully mechanical limb?
Yes.
He thinks about it for a while. There may be something we can do about that. It will take some time. I'll need to make a few inquiries, probably get another hand in here or two about it. But come back in about a week and I should have some information about whether we can do this or not.
All right. And she'll thank him and make her she'll say thank you very much for this. I really appreciate it, and she'll take her leave.
Okay. And while you're inside, one of the merchants who is in the square, actually is the same one, the jewel one comes up. Thank you for, again, I just can't thank you enough for what you did. I just remembered something. They were talking about, it looked like they were going to take me away, not just get protection money from me like they normally go after. It looked as if they wanted to take me away for some reason.
I actually have a question. Sorry, my brain just thought of it. Did we collect the weapon from the hammer, or did the guards take it?
And you guys didn't say you guys didn't even try to loot any of the bodies.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in you two.
I don't want to touch that. I don't know what's big. Dude
What, you're gonna
calls
get-
himself the hammer. Gross.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard way worse names in your time.
I've told people that worse names.
No, I more mean they've referred to themselves. You're a bard, so you probably are no stranger to seeing weird names of people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess you guys would the guards have taken the weapon with them, or
They've taken everything away.
all right? Then never mind. I was just kind of curious.
You guys didn't loot anything, and they cleaned up the scene.
Yeah, Zilver had no chance to, because it would look like she's trying to steal stuff because she wasn't part of the group that fought them. You guys are disappointing. Come on. All right, continue. Sorry.
So
I'm trying to become a folklore, okay? Can't become a folklore about stealing
That's
stuff
a-
on dead bodies and trying
Kat,
to
that's a lie and you know it. Think of Robin Hood.
yeah, you can loot off of enemies that you've
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a
combat.
normal, common thing. Like, how else are you going to continue to be a hero? Heroes
You
have to make
common
money.
sense. Shush, you common sense.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Lily's intelligence is a little low. I forgot about that.
I'll have you know she has a +1 modifier.
Yeah, exactly. Point proven.
So
Anyway, we're back on track.
Back on-
okay, so he goes to. They said they were going to take me, and the leader, he was saying, I think it was because, well, I mean, in my spare time, I do a few charms here and there on some of the jewelry. Minor charms, nothing too big or anything bad, just small little protection charms here and there. You know, just the very common ones. But it sounded like they wanted to take me because of that. I don't want to be their next victim.
That makes sense. I wouldn't want to leave them either. She like a bunch of assholes.
You said next victim. Have they done this before?
Yes, well, I mean, there's really no proof, but we're pretty sure that they have. Some people have been going missing recently. We know of a few people who were kidnapped, and quite a few people have disappeared. The streets around here, normally there would be some beggars, but well, all the beggars around here have disappeared, and it's not like the guards run them off. They just keep coming back. But the people who we're pretty sure have been kidnapped, two of them were they were really just kids. They were stolen just after a school event.
How horrible.
If you'd like, I can take you to their family. They may know more.
Yes, please do.
Oh, he he waves his hand for you to follow him. Goes over to his stall. One of his assistants, please, can you take them to Jinome's family and to Ajura's? They they've been questioning about it, and well, you saw how they dealt with the sharp scales there. Maybe they could help us. The assistant, she nods and motions for you to follow her, and she takes off running down the road. Zilvra, I want you to make me a perception check.
That's a 4.
4.
But I will make a note of this too. If
Yeah,
Ray-
Ray is with.
Ray leaves a certain point, would I feel her as she's leaving distance-wise, or
No.
no? But I feel once she gets out of distance.
Yeah. Once she's out of distance, you go, oh.
Okay.
Well-
Bye, guys.
And
Thanks for
yeah,
telling me that you're leaving.
hold
Well, I
on.
was gonna whisper away that like so we're going to check out some missing kids.
Zilver can't hear
Well,
that because she's not
no.
listening through Ray's ears. She doesn't hear it all the time.
Yeah, Zilvra was inside at the time, and you guys just took off as she comes out of the shop. She does not see you. However, as you're running down after this girl who seems to be running at full speed through the city, Sheba sees her take off and just goes, I'm not going to be able to keep up. I'll stay right here for now. I'm pretty sure Zilver is still inside. We'll catch up later.
Thanks, Sheba. You're awesome.
So Sheba waits there. Just so you know, he has no idea where to go either.
Yeah, I know. I figure Zilver and Sheba are just gonna go back home. They're fine. They got this.
So when you finally get to the house, it's right near the bottom edge edge of the Oak District, and you can tell that this is the lowest, like the poorest section of the Oak District, and you can see the family, the house that the girl leads you to. It seems to be more of an apartment building where four families are sharing the home. One on basically two on each side, two on each floor of the main entrance. Uh, she points she points to one of the doors and then runs off.
A low level take believe.
Okay. So what do you do?
So knock on the door.
So you knock on the door, and a young woman, she's about in her late 20s, early 30s, opens the door, and she seems a bit lethargic as she does so. Her eyes look over all of you. You see her tremble slightly as she gazes over Al, who's just floating there. And then she looks down and sees the sword at your side, Lilia, and her face grows even paler.
Uh, we're here about the missing children.
Slowly, she backs up in and lets you into the house.
Will carefully go in the most non-threatening manner possible.
As what you do. We're no threat.
Okay, so you all enter into the house, and you can see that this was a family of four, and that they also have a younger child. Oh, it's a family of elves who are living here, and the father looks just as weary and worn as the mother does. It seems as if both been they've both been crying a lot recently.
Oh.
So as you all sit down, the mother asks, "Well, what do you want to know?"
First, what happened is that tell us about your child because we want to see if we can help find them.
Well, my daughter, she was a third year at PS 68, and well, she had just come. Uh, Her school had just gone to the local alchemy. She was part of the alchemy club, and they had just gone to the championships. They had just won the lower ring championships. That's the lead ring, the pine ring, and the oak ring. And they had been getting ready to face off against the upper ring districts in the finals. But as when they got back, the next day she was coming home. She went to school, and we didn't see her again. She made it to school. We asked them. She was there all day, but after that, she just disappeared. And when on the path that she normally takes, she walks with a friend. When they found him, he was barely conscious in the road, and there were a few metallic scales on his chest.
I wonder who that could be.
Please, I don't want any trouble with the sharp scales, and I don't know what they want with my daughter, but please try and get her back for me, please.
I will try to get some time back.
Thank you. Please do whatever you can to get her back.
Well, it's right. It's like has like her serious face on, but like her heart is moving a bit because God, she's not a man. The shit she would do. The state she would be like if anything happened to the aunt, much less if she went missing.
Oh, well, I wish I could give you any more information, but I don't know really anything more. I wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Just do what you can.
Uh, uh, is your daughter the only one who's gone missing?
No, oh, one of the other members of the alchemy club has also gone missing. He was a year older than our daughter. They had come in first and second in their they'd each come in first in their categories, and they were really the ones that carried their team to victory. They he disappeared the next day.
Alright. I'm seeing a pattern here.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a pattern.
A pattern? What do you mean a pattern? Why would they even kidnap children?
Because they're assholes.
Well, first, because they're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I think they may have been interested in the alchemic knowledge that the children like your daughter have for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, I just want my daughter back.
We'll get her back for you.
Are there any other questions that you want to ask her?
Maybe like her daughter's name?
What's your daughter's name?
I honestly forgot to write that shit down.
What's your daughter's name? Oh, sweetie, what is your name on daughter again?
I feel like this is Lilia 100%. Hey, what did I name my daughter again?
I'll tell you guys in between.
All right.
Okay.
So I assume she gives the daughter, or us them the daughter's name. I say us,
Yes.
but I'm not doing
Yeah.
shit right now.
She gives you the daughter's name. I'll just tell you guys in
Yeah.
between.
All right, sounds good.
Does her friend remember anything?
Sorry, does the what?
Does her friend that she walked home with and who was found barely conscious remember anything?
We asked him, but he doesn't remember anything.
Okay.
Maybe the guards know more. I don't know anything else.
Well, thank you for your time.
So you guys leave. Where are you heading off to now?
Huh?
Bless you.
What?
Bless you.
I'm sorry about that.
You should be.
Oh, hello, honey. Yes.
So where are you two off to?
You want to go to Talk to the
We should
gods.
probably go get Silver.
Yeah.
and and Sheba.
Hmm.
You know, the people who are you abandoned. Zilver
This is
sees how
such
it
a
is.
harsh word.
Zilver sees how it is. It's all right. Abandon her. She doesn't care.
She's not abandoned.
You've abandoned Zilver.
We're coming back.
You're not back yet.
No,
Therefore, you're much like a
Silver.
cat. You're gone. Therefore, you abandoned me. Or like a dog.
You're dead. You're dead to me.
No.
Okay. Yeah, let's go get Sheba and Silver.
Yeah.
Al is with us still, though, right?
Yes, Al is still with you guys.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, do you know what?
So you guys head back, and you find Zilver. Where were you and Sheba headed off to?
So first things first, since they abandoned us, but I figure when I stepped out, would the jewelry guy have done anything? Because
Why?
He doesn't know you.
Why?
well,
You're Goliath.
but I was beside them, I was talking with them, and I was hanging out with them for about half an hour by his stall, probably. So you know that I'm at least connected somewhat with them.
He's busy cleaning up right now.
Actually, do you know what? Sheba would have seen this whole thing, right?
Yes.
All right. Zilver, would Sheba tell Zilver that where they that they went off and what happened?
Yes.
All right. Then
That there have been kidnappings.
Zilver first would have gone to the shopkeep and kind of said, "Hey, when my companions, if my companions return back here, can you tell them we headed back to where we're staying?"
Yes, I can do that.
All right. Zilver will nod and say, "Thank you very much," and she'll start walking with Sheba back to their accommodations.
Okay.
Because she figures if they walked away, they're probably they're doing something, and there's no point in running around because it's just gonna get bad.
Knowing us, it will.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what my figure is. Like, you guys are gonna. It's gonna be bad if we're all just running around like chickens with our heads cut off, trying to find each other. So best just not even try. Sometimes the best strategy is not trying at all, because then you can just continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys all head back and eventually meet up at your house again.
Yeet.
So it's in the afternoon. Is there anything else you wish to do?
This is probably where Zilvra would have kind of returned. Well, I guess we met up earlier, so she would have given them the money from selling.
Yeah.
Sorry, like I said, I'm doing a lot of other stuff with this. She probably would, maybe while she was waiting, she probably would go look for, if there's any interesting, like, places to eat here, like, nearby.
Oh, there are plenty.
Exactly. So, yeah, then she'll go and honestly, like, she'll look around because she's very curious about this kind of stuff, and that interests her. And maybe she'll ask a couple of the locals. Like, she'll kind of. Also, by now she's returned back to her elf form she was in, because a Goliath is significantly more intimidating than a elf. So she'll go back to her elf. She'll recast it, because I'm assuming an hour has passed. Or the hour's total passed. So she'll recast Alter Self on herself when she has a chance to, and I'm assuming she probably does, because It's pretty easy to just to kind of hide away and disappear for a moment. Oh, God damn it. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So yeah, she'll go looking for cool food, like food she's never had before, and also ask a few people like recommendations for the food.
Okay. So you get a few good recommendations for places, and a lot of them will be open when it's about time to eat,
All right. Perfect.
at least today.
Perfect. And yeah. So, what kind of places was she recommended?
Uh, there are there's a wide variety.
I love that you were starting to think of what you could reply back to, and then screw it, it's not worth it. You're welcome. You should know. You should expect this from the person who's in culinary college that to ask you what kind of food is there around. All right. Oh, another thing. Is there a place where Zilver could get cooking tools?
Uh, Culinary shops, make an investigation check.
All right, that is a 13 plus 2, so 15.
15? Yeah.
Yay! All right. So she'll go wander around in there and see what if they have any. So one, I want to buy her to buy some a chef kit.
Okay.
Two, is there anything interesting that they have there, like something really like anything that would be kind of unique to that chef place? If you want me to get specific with that, I'm kind of hoping to find a Heward's Handy Spice Pouch.
Okay, you're gonna have to make another investigation check for specifically the Heward's Handy Spice pouch.
Because I, as someone who really likes cooking, that's something really fun to me. That is a 18.
18? Yes, you are able to find one, and that will be because it's a common magic item.
Yep. All right, and
That's between 50 and 500.
all right. I say I probably can. Do you want me to roll a persuasion to see if I can get it at the lower price,
Hold on.
or what's the price they're going to give first? I should ask.
The price it is listed for is...
I don't think they have a price listed for it because it's a magical item technically.
Yeah. No. I rolled and I'm calculating.
How much does cook's utensils a gold piece? So that is
So it'll be 200 gold pieces.
okay. So
Sorry, 200,000 yen.
200,000 yen. Ow.
Yes.
All right. All right. Do you know what? I think that's kind of worth it in the end. Because I think this would be really funny for Zilvra. And actually, and I'll just kind of take off. So you said it was 2,000 gold pieces? 200
No.
gold pieces. Sorry.
Yeah, 200.
Okay. I'm just going to take that off my gold, and I'll just figure I converted it. Is that fine with you?
Yeah.
All right, so 4, and then the chef's tools, are they like regular? Like, so here's the question: do they have like nicer chef tools, or do they just have the regular stock ones?
You can get good quality ones for 5 times the cost of the
All
regular
right,
ones.
so 5 gold instead of 1 gold.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'll pay for that. That sounds like a good investment of my money. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 gold. All right. Sorry, that was me counting down, not me saying I only had to pay 2 gold. So I'm going to put cooks, utensils, add that, and I'm going to call them masterwork after, and Heward's Handy Spice Pouch. That makes me so happy, getting a Heward's Handy Spice Pouch, because I've always wanted one in-game. Should I just call it masterwork chef's tools?
No, because these don't give a bonus.
I know, but I should say nice cook's tools.
Yes.
All right,
And
perfect.
I think we're actually going to call it there.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect time to call it. I will finish this actually by Zilvra taking them out to dinner, more or less. Like, we're going out for dinner after that.
Okay.
And
so going out to nice dinner is going to be I'm gonna say at a nice restaurant for the 4 people is going to be let's just put it at 20,000 yen.
20,000 yen, which, okay,
20 gold.
20 gold total. All right. And we can just divide. I figure probably treat Shiba and Sasumi for being our translators. So 20 divided by.
That was part of the whole cost.
Oh.
It's 5 gold each
Okay.
because Shiba does not eat any of it.
Yeah, well, no,
Sasumi's the only one who
I was going
would.
to say more or less Zilver will pay for Sasumi.
Yeah.
All right, so she'll pay. She'll pay 10 gold, and then you two can pay 5 gold. Actually, do you know what? She'll pay for the whole thing. 20 gold removed.
Okay.
Zilver's feeling nice, and she sits beside Adria and cuddles up to her as her elf self, which is probably really weird to Adria a little bit, I'm sure.
She's so used to the kitsune.
Zilver is too. Zilver hates not having a tail now. having 4 tails.
Mrs. Oteos.
She does.
Okay. Well, I think that's where we can call it for tonight. You guys all enjoy a wonderful and lovely meal.
We do. And Zilver
Yes.
is learning.
And
Oh,
and you do all make it back to your residence safely.
and once we get back to the residence and we know we're not going to be going out, Zilver would disable her alter self and cuddle with Adria's Fox Silvera.
Okay.
I love how excited Penny is that Adria gets to cuddle with normal Zilvera.
Yeah.
But yes, it's adorable. I love it. All right. Well, hey, anyone who's going to watch this on YouTube, sorry we didn't stream, but
Yeah.
I was kind of messing with the overlay. The overlay looks awesome so far. Once I finalize it, it'll look even better because I'm going to put a whole border around it and this stuff. I'm doing some cool stuff, hopefully. Thanks for watching.
And see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.